Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be discussing how to read more books. So if you're interested, stay tuned for the rest of this video. So my first tip is to change up your reading method. I switched between reading ebooks and audiobooks as well as physical books. If you listen to audiobooks on your way to work or your way to school or to uni, you get two things done at one time, and it's just another alternative. Second tip is if you spend at least 4 hours on your phone of screen time a day, you definitely have time to read. I don't want to hear the excuse of I don't have time to read if you have a large screen time on your phone. If you're scrolling, then you have time to read. And this is something that I have to work on because I have a large screen time. I spend a lot of time on my phone, and I know scrolling through Instagram or scrolling through TikTok is a very passive way to relax. I just know that if I spend more time on my phone, my mental health isn't as great. But if I'm reading and I'm enjoying, then I can relax in a different way. Putting on Netflix or scrolling through TikTok or Instagram is a great way to passively relax, where reading is more of an active thing. So I definitely understand that there's a time and place for reading and for like watching Netflix or TikTok, but that's just something that I have to do, and I know my mental health is better for it when I'm spending time away from my phone. Can't get into your book, then pick up a different book. If you're not enjoying what you're reading, then that's totally okay. You can just pick up something else you want. You can read fantasy, romance, or classics. Don't feel like reading big, challenging books that you're not really reading. You can read whatever you want, whatever you're interested in, and whatever you can get into. If you don't like the book, just simply DNF. And just enjoy what you're reading. That's what reading is all about, is about enjoying it. And if you're not enjoying it, then you're not going to want to read, which is what I do. I'm such a mood reader, so if I'm not interested in a book, doesn't necessarily mean that that book is bad. I'm just not necessarily feeling that book at that time, so I will pick up a different book, or I will change how I'm reading this book. Another tip is that if you are reading the physical book, you can also listen to the audiobook as well. I know some people may not be able to do this for whatever reasons, but there are a lot of audiobooks that you can get out for really, really cheap. I have an Audible subscription, credits for my books, and if I have a physical copy as well, I can read along, or you can get audiobooks on YouTube or other platforms like this as well. Your local library probably has audiobooks as well, so you can borrow them out as well. Tip is to have a routine. Now, just building habits, it's necessary to build a routine. Like if you want to work out, you will probably set a routine of waking up at a certain time, getting up, getting dressed, going for your run at a certain time, or doing a workout. Just like reading, have a routine. Okay, so at night time, right before I go to bed, I'm going to brush my teeth at this time, and then I'm going to sit down and read for half an hour, or however long you want to read for. Having a routine will help you stick to this and will help you to read more. My next tip kind of goes into what I was just saying, and that is to set a timer for yourself. So if you have 15 minutes here and there, maybe you don't have a schedule that allows you to read for an hour on go, you can set a timer for a couple of minutes, 10, 15 minutes throughout your day, and just read when you get the chance. Set a timer so then you know once you've finished your reading, whatever book, you can pick up your phone and scroll through TikTok again, or you can watch Netflix, or just during a lunch break at work. Another tip that I suggest is to set a goal for yourself and stick to it. So for my goal for this year, I wanted to read 50 books. I am at 38. I just finished a book last night. I scheduled just a little bit, but I know this because I set a goal on Goodreads. I'm not quite sure about other methods, like different apps or whatever. I know there's a few out there other than just Goodreads, but Goodreads is something that most people know of. Set a goal for yourself, even if it's for the month or for the week, how much of the book that you want to get through, and then you can work your way, and as soon as you're achieving this goal, it's going to make you feel better. Another tip is always have a book with you. Now, I understand that it may not be easy to carry around with you big massive War and Peace, but another tip that I suggest is, again, with those audiobooks or those ebooks, you can just pick them up on your phone and you can just read along. Or if you have smaller books, then that's easy to carry around with you. I'm one of those people that always like to be at early places. I hate being late, and I hate like stressing to get to a place, so I will always aim to be somewhere early. So most of the time I get there and I'm just sitting in my car waiting for the socially acceptable time to be able to walk into a place. I don't want to be there too early where other people can see, but I'm always there sitting in my car early. So what I'll do is, I know if I'm going to be really early to a place, I will bring a book with me, not necessarily meaning that I will read it, but I have the opportunity to read it. Now, I'm not going to be lugging around War and Peace with me all the time, or other books that are this big. So it is really helpful to just bring a book around with you wherever you go. And most importantly, reading is not meant to be a chore. You have to enjoy what you're reading. You have to like what you're reading, because like I said before, it is an active relaxation. It is an active activity, meaning that your brain is constantly working as you're reading. So meaning if you're not enjoying it, you're probably not focusing on it, you can't get into it, you're forgetting things about the characters and the storyline, or what they're saying in general, and you're not really reading it, meaning that you probably don't enjoy it. So put that book down, pick up another one, swap the method that you're doing, set a timer, change what you're doing to enjoy reading. Therefore, you will read more books if you're enjoying what you're reading. Guys, that's the end of this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments down below. And if you liked this video, you'll probably like other videos that I will put out. So make sure you subscribe to join the crew.